Welcome back to Ambato in Ecuador. It's the final of the South American Women's Basketball Championships. Brazil against Argentina. This the last game of the fifth day of this championship. Earlier on, Uruguay beat Peru to get 7th place. Ecuador had a terrific overtime win against Paraguay to get 5th. And only a few moments ago we saw the end of the game, which decided the bronze medal. Venezuela beat Chile to get their 3rd bronze medal since this competition began way back in 1946. At the other end of the scale, Brazil have won this championship 24 times. They've won 5 silvers and 2 bronzes, but those 24 golds have really stamped their authority on South American women's basketball. Argentina, they've won 1 gold, 14 silvers and 7 bronzes, including 11 out of the last 12 silver medals. They're the lineup for Brazil. Look out for Clarissa dos Santos. She's having a terrific tournament. She's a terrific player. She's the 2nd leading rebounder in the tournament at 12.8 rebounds a game and 3rd leading scorer at 17 points a game. She's their captain, their inspiration, and there's Luis Zanon, a Brazilian coach. The Argentinian lineup, or starting 5 rather, and just before I began my commentary, we got a brief glimpse of Gisela Veiga, the 32-year-old center for Argentina, who is averaging a double-double in the first 2 games of this tournament. But then in the 3rd game, she landed awkwardly at the end of a fast break and did some real damage to her ACL. And we'll see her sitting on the end of the Argentinian bench with that leg heavily strapped. In fact, it's in a brace. Well, the pedigree of Brazil is there in the record books. They won the World Championships back in 1994 and they beat China in the final. That was in Australia. They beat China 96-87. They won the bronze medal many, many years ago, back in 1971. So that's the World Championships. FIBA Americas, they've won the gold in 97, 2001, 2003, 2009 and 2011. And the Pan American Games, they've won the gold in 67, 71 and 91. In the Olympics, well, the best they've done, they won the silver in 1996 where they lost to Lisa Leslie's United States 87-111. And in the year 2000 in Sydney, they won the bronze medal. Over the years, Brazil has produced so many wonderful world-class players. And just to mention 3 over the years, Hortensia Macari, one of the best players in the world in her era, Maria Paula Silva, and Jeneth Arcane in, well, everyone's minds when you talk about Brazilian women's basketball. That's why they're favourites tonight, along with those 24 gold medals. They have a rich history in, well, not just women's basketball, but basketball all told. And of course, both their men and women will be in the forthcoming World Cup. The men in Spain in a few days' time, and the women in Turkey. Number 14 there, she is being embraced by Gisela Veiga. When the national anthems were being played, Veiga was in tears, understandably missing the gold medal game, missing the last 3 games of this tournament. Argentina, well, not such illustrious pedigree as Brazil. I had the honor of commentating back in Turkey in 2010 in Brno and Karlovy Vary in the Czech Republic. They lost very credible performance against the Czech Republic, lost 53-67. They lost 59-77 against a very good Russian team, and they lost by 1 point, 58-59 against Japan. And then in the classification games, they beat Mali in overtime, 69-67. and that really did guarantee them 14th place. So they came 14th out of 16 4 years ago in the Czech Republic in the World Championships. But here we are in the present day, 2014. It's the South American Women's Basketball Championships gold medal game. Well, I'm not a betting man. I don't follow the bookies, the betting people, and I would imagine they have Brazil as hot favourites in this. Argentina, they will have their work cut out to keep it close, I think. Let's hope they do, because we do love entertaining basketball here on live television. Remember, a couple of nights ago, Ecuador stayed close with Brazil after a dynamic Brazilian start. I think it was 13 or 14 points the difference, and then Ecuador made a real scrub of it. They cut it back to 7, but towards the end of the third period and for the entire fourth period, it was all Brazil. Oh, Vanderlei Macchini there, of the Federation. An eager onlooker here in the gold medal game in the South American Women's Championships. It'll be Argentina in white and Brazil in their familiar green and yellow. Both teams have reached this final undefeated, 4-0, 4 wins, no losses. And there, the Brazilian captain Dos Santos, Clarissa Dos Santos. If Argentina can stop her, then they will stand a chance. But Brazil have so many weapons. So it's Dos Santos against Agostina Barani. Argentinian coach Christian Santander looking on rather nervously, understandably so. And his opposite number, Luis Zanon, using this tournament as well as an attempt to gain their 25th gold medal at this level, to look at players with a view to taking some of them to Turkey for the World Cup. And Brazil win the opening tap, and they lose it. Great hands. And Argentina get underway. Now I wonder where the tap or the possession at the start of the second period will go, because Brazil won that possession and they lost it then very quickly. Dos Santos is double teamed. That's terrific defense from Argentina. Terrific hustle as well. Well, the attempted flip shot is unsuccessful. Here go Brazil. Now, when we saw Brazil against Ecuador the other night, they opened up with a flurry of three-pointers. Are they going to play the same strategy here? Well, they're banging the ball inside and very nearly losing it. End-line possession, Brazil. Well, the first three-point attempt from Brazil is unsuccessful. Here go Argentina on the break for the two. Oh, it rolled out. So a little ahead of myself there. There's Andrea Boquete, who got 29 points in the semi-final against Venezuela yesterday. This is the layup. 7 for Brazil, Patricia Ribeiro. And a long line of brilliant Brazilian guards, and she's fouled, and not quite the and one. Ribeiro, she's only 23, still a glittering career ahead of her if she can stay injury free. Well, a minute and a half gone almost, and still Brazil are scoreless. And they stay scoreless. 0 from 2 for Ribeiro. An expectant crowd here. And Barto. The three-pointer goes up, 5-0 Argentina. Melissa Greta, her first score of the game. Dos Santos gets a shot block, gets her own rebound, and a little finger roll. What a quality player she is. She's stuck at it, having had her shot initially blocked, and then picked up the loose ball. That's a lovely backdoor move. And Dos Santos ends up on the floor and then picks herself up very quickly. Dos Santos way outside the arc. The mark of quality players. They seem to have so much time. Ribeiro had so much time there but missed the three. So an uncertain start from Brazil. Argentina looks supremely confident. On the turnaround. Oh, and it dropped in. 14 for Argentina is Stephanie Thomas. A fadeaway turnaround shot there. And look at Coach Santander there playing defense on the line, on the sideline, and the rebound for Argentina. Another two off the glass, 9-2. Argentina lead Brazil. Timeout Brazil. Well, definitely not the start that everyone here in Ambato, at least the spectators, not the start they expected. And certainly not the start that Brazil expected. But Argentina, well, showing oodles of confidence. They lead 9-2, Argentina.
Sequência das jogadas lá, pá, Tati, tranquilo? Jacob, bloqueio, bola lá dentro. E a volta tem que voltar equilibrado. Ou uma apertada ainda lá, o primeiro drible lá. Obrigado, Rebelo, nós estamos perdendo a bola.
Very calm time out there by Coach Luis Zanon. And these Brazilian players well aware that they are not automatically selected for the World Cup in Turkey in a few weeks' time, especially as it has been known for some time that the coach would love to see Erica de Souza back in the team, a 32-year-old superstar, WNBA player, and so many of these bigs playing for their spot on the team. A rebound for Brazil, and the foul. Wow. The foul by Argentina's Stephanie Thomas. Thought she's got a steal, thought she's got a break. But she's got a name in the book with a foul. Ten for Brazil is Nascimento. And the steal and the break, and there was a hand on that. That's a good rescue for Argentina. And now they play in the half court. And their confidence is growing by the second. Shot clock violation, good defense Brazil. As Coach Santander says, don't worry, don't worry. It took a long time and Brazil had to work hard for that. And what can Brazil do? One field goal in 4.25 minutes. Not the Brazil we were expecting. It's still another miss, and that came off an Argentinian hand. Ribeiro out at the moment. for long though, I suspect. Lovely pass, and the foul. Well, second foul there by Stephanie Thomas. It was the quick cut that drew the foul, and on the foul line for Brazil, Karina da Silva. Well, she gets the drop. Remember, Ecuador kept Brazil to a scoreline of 2-1 for a large part of that third period on day 2, or was it day 3? It was indeed day 3. And then Brazil ran away in the fourth period. Well, 2 from 2 for Da Silva has brought them back to within 5 points. Argentina have gone scoreless for a couple of minutes. And they are still scoreless for about 2 minutes 15. That's more like the Brazil we've come to know, as Tatiana Nascimento hits the first three-pointer of the game. For Brazil anyway. Yeah, Brazil have stepped up the intensity on defense. That's off the glass. That was always going to miss. Will we see a timeout from Argentina now? 5 points without reply for Brazil. Nascimento. Shot clock low. And the rebound for Argentina. Good boxing out. Remember, both their men's counterparts going to the World Cup in Spain. Oh, nice move. And the rebound. And Argentina spurned 2 points there. But Brazil didn't with the lovely jump shot. It's tied at 9. 7 without reply for Brazil. Tying up Dapaxo there. A classical jump shot. There is a degree of hesitation now about Argentina as one of their players ends up on a backside, and here go Brazil again. Will we see an Argentinian timeout now? Oh, that's lovely. Beautiful play. That's it, timeout Argentina. 9 points without reply for Brazil. And the fast break finished off by Karina da Silva. It was Da Silva boxing out, or rather shot blocking at one end and then laying the ball up at the other. She ran the length of the floor and laid it up. And did she like it? She certainly did. Well, Brazil called a timeout when they were trailing 9-2, and then 9 points without reply have kept Argentina scoreless for about 3.5 minutes since that timeout. An enthralled crowd here in Ambato. We're about 75 miles from the Ecuadorian capital, Quito. And this town of 180,000 souls has really taken to this women's basketball tournament. Okay, the stadium is about half full, but they certainly have seen some entertainment, particularly today. We had a great bronze medal game, won by Venezuela. We had a great 5th and 6th game as well, overtime that was, won by Ecuador, the hosts. And can we have a great gold medal game now as well? And still Argentina can't end the drought. Well, that shot is blocked. It's an offensive foul as well. The shot was blocked. The player who took the shot landed, and then just Dos Santos just, there we go, there's an elbow, a hook even. Terrific smothering defense from Argentina. Dos Santos picks up her first. Oh, almost a hand there from Jackie Silvestre. Look at the defense from Silvestre. Long arms. Shot clock is low. There it is again. Terrific defense. Well, Silvestre and Reguiardo there having a bit of a confrontation situation there, and De Silva says, "No, let's calm it all down." That's great sportsmanship from the centre. Let's see what happens. Well, Silvestre is, let's say, wrestling with Reguiardo there, and Reguiardo took exception to that close attention. And the Reguiardo and Silvestre confrontation continues off the ball. Let's say there's not a lot of love lost there. Nascimento, no three this time, but the rebound Santos. 2 minutes to go, first period. Brazil just about ahead. Argentina in a man-to-man, I think. Silvestre is fouled. And this time, well, it wasn't Reguiardo, it was Rosset. Macarena Rosset. Jacqueline Silvestre on the foul line for Brazil. Well, she misses the first. Yet to score. This, in fact, the first shot she's taken in the game. It's a 3-point lead for Brazil. Swarming defense again from Brazil. Oh, so they're going to give up the open shot there. Well, they gave up an open shot eventually. It's 12 each. The three-pointer is scored by Sandra Pavon. That ended a long period of no scoring from Argentina. I think it was 4 minutes, possibly more. Well, that's good hands. No foot violation there. You don't often see the bounce pass intercepted in the low post as easily as that. Another three-pointer, that's off the glass. There was a definite lack of confidence in that shot. And there's that confrontation again between Reguiardo and Silvestre. We're seeing an awful lot of each other, Silvestre and Reguiardo. Good hands again from Argentina. Well into the last minute of the first period. Nothing separating these two South American giants of women's basketball. And Argentina regain the lead. Shot clock been turned off at the end of this first half now. First period rather. Macarena Rosset with a lovely penetration. A nice soft kiss off the glass. 10 seconds. Oh, the foul. Yeah, the Argentinian defender anticipated the screen and then fouled in an attempt to get through it. Coming in for Brazil is Isabella de Andrade, and De Silva goes out for Brazil as well. So because Argentina are in the penalty, Brazil can tie things up here with two successful foul shots. Deborah da Costa hits the first. Gossa, her first point of the game. And a second. It's tied at 14 with 7.5 seconds remaining. Timeout, or rather substitution for Argentina. And Melissa Greta back in. Coach Santander there, subbing in more. Nadia Flores doesn't look, well, she does look pleased to come out. 7 seconds, end of the first period. And there's the buzzer for the first period, with nothing separating Brazil and Argentina in the gold medal game of the South American Women's Championships. There is a definite buzz in the crowd. I don't think they expected a 14-all tied situation at the end of the first period. I think they probably expected Brazil to be leading. Perhaps not comfortably, but definitely leading. But Argentina, having taken a 9-2 lead, and then Brazil hit 9 without reply for an 11-9 lead. And a big 3 brought Argentina back level at 14 each. Well, Brazil shooting a paltry 25% from three-point range and 27%. There's the steal at the opening tip. Now I'll be fascinated to see who begins the second period with possession, because Brazil won the tap, which means that Argentina should start the second period with possession, but then they lost it so quickly, Brazil. Personally speaking, I think Argentina should still have possession at the beginning of the second period. Let's wait to see what happens. Nascimento there. We're watching highlights of the first period. She buried the 3, and boy, did Brazil need those 3 and the jump shot from Taina Dapaxio. And a trailing play, lovely play by Da Silva. But Argentina, they produced a few highlights of their own in that first period. There's the 3. That was the 3 to tie things up. And Coach Santander celebrated in no uncertain terms. Well, Brazil won the tap and then lost it, and here they are with possession. Now that does surprise me. Silvestre for 3. Very, very close to the line. The referee was right on the spot. Jackie Silvestre hits her 4th point with the first 3-pointer. She's hit 1 foul shot as well. Brazil by 3. Off the glass, but no good. But the rebound. That's knocked out of bounds by Brazil. Good defense from Isabella Macedo. Out of bounds, Argentina. Good Dinar defense, Brazil. Oh, yeah, Silvestre, that's a foul. That has to be a foul. She was moving sideways, but she had a knee in her opponent's thigh. Well, she accepts it. I was about to say gracefully, but I don't think there's any grace involved there. Good defense again, Brazil. And the rebound, Andreit. They nearly lose it, but good recovery from Dapaxio. Oh, no backdoor, not quite. Dos Santos inside for the and 1. What a great combination she will make in the World Cup. Dos Santos with De Souza, and we have a technical foul against Christian Santander. Didn't appreciate the call there. And an angry word to the referee, results in a technical foul. And Dos Santos, no mistake. Two from two for Dos Santos. It was a shooting foul, so she's got another two. 3 from 3. And suddenly we have an 8-point lead. One shot for the technical foul, and possession Brazil. Now if they score here, it'll be a... Oh, it came off the knee of the Brazilian player. Good defense again, Argentina. Back in for Argentina, Stephanie Thomas. From 14 each, 8 points without reply for Brazil. Super defense against Brazil. Yeah, even better defense now. If you can get better than super, it's brilliant defense. Dos Santos, she stayed with it. Silvestre inside. Dos Santos surrounded. A wraparound pass from her. Silvestre way outside, bullet-like pass. You just feel now that Brazil have got the bit between their teeth. They somehow keep possession. Dos Santos, shot clock low. And Argentina, well, they're doing their bit, you know, on defense. Patient play from Argentina. But then, well, that missed by a long, long way, that three-point attempt. And you just feel now that Brazil are beginning to dominate. Dos Santos triple teamed. Well, the Argentinian defender tried to help the referee there by saying, hey ref, it's our ball, but Greta, there was an element of acting in that. Little problem with the table again, and it's been quickly resolved, and here go Brazil again. Well, the pull-up jump shot is unsuccessful, and Dos Santos had her feet out of bounds when she tried to rescue it. The sporting champion of Brazil, Clarissa Dos Santos. Great attitude, great athlete, and terrific player. And amazingly, Dos Santos is only 26 years of age, but Argentina have an and one. And everyone looking, and Dos Santos calls everyone together just to talk about that situation. Yeah, it was a reaching foul by De Andrade. And one for Argentina to bring them to within 5 if it is successful. Well, it's unsuccessful. Sideways stance there on the foul line from Melissa Greta. I would suggest she should face the hoop. A 27 run, 20 points to 7. Silvestre, another 3, and she punches the air. Jackie Silvestre, another superstar for Brazil. Well, the pull-up jump shot, nice move, but not a nice shot. The lead 9. And Brazil chased down the loose ball rather too easily for Coach Santander's liking. Here's Silvestre again. Good hustle. Oh, what a lovely flip pass. Great commitments. That's a held ball, Argentina possession. Not quite a sliding tackle, but very close. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Brazil lead Argentina by 9, having trailed 2-9. Dos Santos, that's wonderful defense from Dos Santos, kept her hands up in the air and made sure the Argentinian player had nowhere to go except to step out of bounds. Dos Santos again, Silvestre. The left-handed layup, and the foul is by the lady who just attempted the left-handed layup, Isabella Macedo. There's that layup, and there's that foul. But in 4.5 minutes, Argentina have only scored 2 points compared to 11 by Brazil. That'll help. 3-pointer. 22 plays 25. Buquet, who scored 29 points in the semi-final, nails the 3. And Silvestre, another 3 from the arc. Jackie Silvestre. I'm not sure that score is... Yeah, it is correct actually. Yeah, only 5 points in this second period by Argentina. There's a nice layup, great penetration, strong move to the hoop by Stephanie Thomas. 4.5 to go, first half. Remember, Argentina leading by 1 point at the beginning of the fourth period. Yesterday against Venezuela, ran a 24-5 scoreline in that fourth period. They can score quickly. And then again, Brazil can limit teams to a few points in many minutes, so to speak, as Isabella de Andrade comes out for Brazil, and Argentina still only 7 points adrift. Oh, terrific defense against Brazil. Hesitation dribble, nowhere to go. Oh, all right, somewhere to go then. Nice little finger roll from Stephanie Thomas for her 8th point. It's back to a 5-point game. Very powerful young lady. Look at the wrestling job. Here's Silvestre again. She's hit 3 threes. I know all about her 3-point shooting prowess now, and Argentina get the rebound. It's Thomas. Stephanie Thomas. Well, the Brazilian defense was a little slow to react there, but eventually they recovered. Silvestre, she certainly puts herself around on defense. Off the glass, in and out. Eighth rebound already for Dos Santos. Clarissa Dos Santos, number 11 for Brazil. Little floating shot. Easy rebound for Brazil with 3 to go in the second period. That's an open shot. Good boxing out from Argentina, and they pick up the rubbish. Well, pretty obvious foul there. And Coach Santander looking somewhat perplexed. The foul by Deborah da Costa, and Argentina want to make a sub. So Brazil are in the penalty, and we have a timeout called by Argentina coach Christian Santander. His team trail by 5 in the bronze medal game of the South American Women's Championships. Leading scorer in the game at the moment, number 9 for Brazil, Jacqueline Silvestre. She's hit 3 threes and 1 foul shot. The first player into double figures.
posible cambio. Posible cambio. Está la base chiquita. Si Félix hace esto, vos Stefis acá. Si no está claro el pase a Andrea que viene, si no está el pase claro, recibe Melissa y Juan. Entonces Andrea.
So the timeout is over. Argentina have possession. They trail by 5. Almost good Dinar defense from Brazil. Terrific defense again from Brazil. Argentina forced to throw up what can only be described as a hurried shot. And Dos Santos the rebound. I think that's her 9th rebound. And that's an offensive foul against Brazil. And it is Karina da Silva, number 14, picking up her first foul. Yeah, Dos Santos now 7 points, 9 rebounds, the number 11, the captain of Brazil. Leading scorer in the game is Silvestre. She's out at the moment. The 3 is good. It's a 2-point game with 2 to go in the first half. Melissa Greta with a big 3. That's her 8th point. So at one stage Brazil led by 9, now they lead by 2. Can't get into Dos Santos, that's a long 2 which misses. Rebound for Argentina. If that goes in, they have the lead. Oh, that's a hurried shot, but Argentina get the rebound. That will annoy Coach Luis Zanon intensely. No score for, well, nearly 4 minutes for Brazil. It's since Silvestre went out, you know. Good tie-up for Brazil, and the 3-pointer. Argentina get the rebound, and then they miss. That's a wonderful offensive rebound for Argentina. Just clipped the rim, and they could have brought it out again. Last minute of the first half. Dos Santos now has double-figure rebounds, 10. That's an open shot. No one looked at the hoop. Shot clock low, and the foul. It's a shooting foul. Well, Argentina looking around at each other. And that's a wonderful move from Deborah da Costa, making sure that she was shooting. Somewhat philosophical look on the face of Agostina Burani there for the foul. Well, da Costa missed the first one. '23-year-old Deborah da Costa. Two-handed shot, misses them both. The rebound for Argentina, and it's knocked out of bounds by Karina da Silva. 40 seconds remaining, first half. Argentina with an opportunity to take the lead with a 3-pointer, having trailed at one stage by 9. Here are the stats for Clarissa Dos Santos. I'd like to see a triple-double by someone in this tournament. Oh, great hustle, wonderful hustle. They've got a new shot clock, Argentina. Another great rebound. And that came off. That's a foul. Foul against Brazil. And I think it's da Costa again, Deborah da Costa. Well, in actual fact, it's Karina da Silva. Where's the push? Well, that's 50-50 ball, but Da Silva adjudged to have fouled. Argentina on the foul line for 2 shots. They trail by 2. Substitutions galore coming in. In for Brazil is number 8, Taina de Paxeo. And out comes Karina da Silva, having committed, or been adjudged to have committed, that last foul. Oh, Gressa misses the first. Gressa's on 8 points. Make it 9 now. It's a 1-point game with just under 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Greta just picked up 3 rebounds as well in that sequence of play. She's got 5 rebounds in all to go with her 8 points. Here go Brazil. What should be the last offense of the first half. Brazil lead by 1. The center sets a pick and rolls. 3 seconds. There's a foul on the play. And the foul, Argentina's number 9, Nadia Flores. Timeout, Argentina. I'll rephrase that, timeout Brazil.
Débora, não, Tainá. Débora, Tati. Ao contrário, Clarissa, Tati. Tainá bate a bola, Tainá. Débora, tá? Mesmo se for zona, for o que for. Bate. Você vai passar traindo tudo isso aqui, ó, pra cá. Você vai ameaçar vir fazer um bloqueio aqui, ó. Tá entendendo? Ameaçar. Clarissa, você vai encaixar na Tati. E a Tati vai vir receber da Tainá pro chute aqui, ó. 3 pontos. Entendido? Vamos repetir. Bateu a bola lá. Se eles ficarem em zona assim, melhor ainda. Você passa, vem aqui. Tá? Você vem porque você faz.
Well, my apologies. I have a smattering of Spanish, but I have absolutely no knowledge of Portuguese, so I have no idea what Coach Luis Zanon was talking about there, but wherever it was, he looks to be pretty well organised. 2.5 seconds remaining, first half. Brazil, possession, sideline. They lead by 1. Are they looking for a 3-pointer? Or are they looking for an alley-oop? The 3-pointer, that's an air ball. Actually, it was blocked. Good defense from Argentina. So at half-time, Brazil lead, but only by 1 in the gold medal game of the 2014 South American Women's Championship. Terrific gold medal game we've got here. And it's still anybody's gold medal. We already know who's got the bronze. That's Venezuela, having beaten Chile in the 3rd and 4th place game. But we don't know yet who's going to win the gold medal. It's so close. Brazil 28, Argentina 27. They're the stats. And Brazil, well, they've lost the ball. They've got 9 turnovers compared to 4 by Argentina. Jackie Silvestre, leading scorer in the game, 10 points, 9 of which came from the arc. She's hit 3 from the arc. And 9 points for Argentina's number 11, Melissa Greta. And the rebounds, well, Dos Santos has 10 to go with her 7 points. Very close to a double-double. Well, we'll take a break, but in 12 or 30 minutes, make sure you're back here for the telecast from Ambato in Ecuador, because we have a terrific gold medal game on our hands. It's Brazil leading Argentina 28-27 at halftime. Welcome back to Ambato in Ecuador. We're almost ready for the start of the second half of the gold medal game in the South American Championships for women. Argentina against Brazil, and it is the perennial gold medalists. 24 times they've won the gold medal. Brazil, who lead Argentina, who won the gold medal once. It's a 1-point lead for the Brazilians. Leading scorer in the game at the moment is number 9 for Brazil, Jackie Silvestre. She's on 10 points. Not far behind her is number 11 for Argentina, Melissa Greta. She's on 9 points. She's also grabbed 5 rebounds. Clarissa dos Santos, number 11 for Brazil, is on 7 points. She's grabbed 10 rebounds, and here are Brazil in possession, and here is dos Santos at the high post. Silvestre takes over. She missed the 3. That's the first miss she's made from the arc. 3 from 3 in the first half. Silvestre steps out on the switch. And somehow the Argentinian player found her teammate. And Argentina get the rebound. It came off the rim. An enthralled crowd here at Ambato. An easy rebound for Brazil. Now that came off an Argentinian knee, I think. Stephanie Thomas there. She's on 8 points for Argentina. And that's great boxing out from Argentina as well. Here they go on the break. And then decide to play in the half court. That's another rebound for Argentina. But the intimidation factor of dos Santos inside meant that was a bit of a forced shot. No score in a minute and a half of this second half as yet. And that's an air ball, so still no score. The air ball from Patricia Ribeiro, normally one of the leading scorers for Brazil. But at the moment, scoreless. Wow, the sideways fadeaway shot from Greta puts Argentina into a 1-point lead. She's now the leading scorer in the game with 11. Silvestre can't get it into dos Santos. Silvestre pulls up with a jumper and hits it, and the lead changes hands again. Silvestre regains the mantle of leading scorer on 12 points. Argentina spraying that ball around. That's how to keep the rebound alive, and that's how to chase down the loose ball. New shot clock for Argentina. Oh, a bit of wrestling going on in that high post situation. The three-pointer goes up and in, and Argentina lead by 3. Greta having a great game. 11 points to Greta. And the rebound by Santos, and she's fouled. The foul by Agostina Barani. That was just a wonderful hustle by Clarissa dos Santos, and she's on the foul line. Well, the first was way short. 11 rebounds, 7 points so far for the Brazilian captain. And she misses the second as well, and no rebounders there for Brazil. Overconfidence, perhaps. Now that's touched a Brazilian fingertip. Yeah, Coach Luis Zanon saying there was a double deflection, but the referee a lot closer than he. Brazil have been outscored 13-2 in about 8 minutes. As the referee tells the Brazilian coach to calm down, take a seat. Doesn't have to sit down, of course, but does have to stay within his technical area. And there's a problem on the table, which will get sorted as soon as possible. Coach Zanon there, still protesting politely. Well, this is always unfortunate when you have a stoppage like this. It stops the players' rhythm and can tend to break their concentration. But anyway, here we go. It's Argentina possession. Six and a half to go in the third. And that's good defense from Brazil. They got a hand on the shot, and well, Jackie Silvestre there, he'd hit her on the back of the head. An Argentina foul on the loose ball, much to the consternation of Christian Santander, coach to Argentina. Let's see what happened. Well, there was a fair attempt at the loose ball, but two Argentinians outnumbered, one Brazilian there. And Stephanie Thomas picked up the foul. Jackie Silvestre, having missed her first three-point attempt of this half. No mistake with the second, and Brazil regain their 1-point lead. Silvestre now. Silvestre on 15 points. Oh, the three-pointer is missed by a long, long way. Dos Santos inside. Here she is in the low post. Silvestre again in the corner, loses it. That's good defense from Brazil. Oh, nearly a backcourt there, but not quite. Nascimento in the low post defense. Lovely step through, she's fouled as well. Well, Nascimento bought that foul and received some advice from Dos Santos. Great footwork there. Nascimento went up and eventually fouled. Ornel Santana on the foul line, number 5 for Argentina. She hits the first to tie the scores. That's her third point. Santana, the Argentinian captain. Argentina lead by 1. They don't now. Another 3. This time by Nascimento. It's a 3-point lead for Brazil. My mistake, we were tied a moment ago. No backdoor there. Good defense, Brazil. And making Argentina take a long time over every offense. And Argentina get the rebound and the foul. No travel there, despite the protestations from Deborah da Costa. And Tana Paxio picks up her first foul. Again, patient play from Argentina. The guard waits for the pick. That's a strong pick. 3-pointer goes up and in and out. It actually hit the front of the rim. You got Brazil on the break. Well, that's a magical spin move, and Brazil will go at the foul line. Tena de Paxio draws the foul on Agostina Barani. De Paxio on 6 points, and this her first visit to the line tonight. It's a 4-point lead for Brazil. Remember, they did lead by 9 in the first half, having trailed by 7. 2 from 2 for De Paxio. The lead growing ominously, but Argentina have proved to us that they can come back from a 9-point deficit to lead. Can they do it again? Well, the layup is good. Great penetration coming off a screen. And that's Melissa Greta again for her 16th point. Dos Santos pulls up for the jumper and buries it. The lead back to 5 for Brazil. Very close to a double-double, Clarissa Dos Santos. Greta again inside, finds the open man. And the rebound, Silvestre. Well, nothing really separating the teams as far as 2-point percentage is concerned. Nascimento inside, throws up a prayer, hits the stanchion at the back of the board. That's out of bounds. I can only think that Nascimento was looking for the foul there. Well, she didn't get it. But it was knocked out of bounds, so Brazil have possession. And this is Joyce Coelho. Here's that jump shot from Dos Santos. Pure form. And does she celebrate? Out of bounds play by Brazil. It's interesting, they're in a box, so someone's going to screen away. It's Dos Santos. Silvestre pulls up for the jump shot. And Santos the rebound, and she's blocked. Great hustle from Argentina, but Brazil keep possession, leading by 5. Rebound for Greta. And the foul, Silvestre reaching in and immediately acknowledges it. Second foul, Jackie Silvestre. There it is, little grab. Melissa Greta, she's only 21 years of age, 160, that is diminutive basketball-wise. Here she is, the leading scorer in the game, and she's fouled by Dos Santos. Second foul, Dos Santos. And the 4th by Brazil in this period. Natasha David comes out, or leaves the floor for Argentina. Greta is running the show for Argentina. That's a travel, yeah. Looking for the foul and only getting a travel. And Sandra Pavon. And Andrea Boquet gets a little hug from the coach. Nascimento. That's a wonderful change of direction, or rather change of pace on the dribble from Joyce Coelho. Look at this. There we go, stop and start, and she draws the foul. And the foul by Natasha David. Carina da Silva back in for Brazil. And here is Joyce Coelho. Interesting that Clarissa dos Santos, the only player who has not yet had a substitution. The lead extends to 7. Substitutions, Argentina. Well, there were absolutely no legs in that shot whatsoever. Such strong wrists from Joyce Coelho. A trap almost sprung by Brazil twice. Greta gets it over the halfway line. It goes in. 38 plays 42. Argentina won't go away. Paula Reggiado. Da Silva rescues the ball on the high post. Nascimento. Silvestre. Offensive foul. Little handoff. No score. Second foul to Paxio. As we have Jose Arevalo, the president of the Ecuadorian Basketball Association, in attendance. Greta enjoying herself out there. The number. Oh, she almost picked the dribble up. Well, that's a hope shot, but it came off the rim, so Argentina have a new shot clock. Under a minute and a half to go, third period. It's only a 4-point lead for Brazil. Here's Greta inside, and it came off her foot. I suspect she needs a little bit of a break. She's really tired. Got a great effort in. Melissa Greta. She's on 16 points. She's grabbed 8 rebounds, 2 assists for a 19 stats index. And she's looking a little weary. Understandably so. And the long rebound for Argentina. Here is Greta again. My mistake, it's not Greta. She seems to be everywhere. Yeah, she's in the corner having a break. Silvestre, good defense. Good defense, Brazil as an entity. On the turnaround, it's good. It's a 2-point game. 5 for Argentina is Ornella Santana, their captain, doing a great job. So they trail by 7, now they trail by 2, Argentina. 20 seconds remaining, third period, the gold medal game. Off the glass, it's a foul, it's a shooting foul. Again, it's Joyce Coelho. Natasha David, it's her foul. Beaten for quickness. Natasha David. Coelho on the foul line. Only 2 points to a name so far, both of them from the foul line. Again, no legs at all, just strong wrists, but on this occasion it bounced out. Very snatchy shot, and both of them missed. Is that all Argentina have been to the foul line? For 5 shots, that's amazing. Oh, the air ball there. And that should be it for the end of the third period, with Brazil, where they were at half-time, leading by 2. So an even third period. We had an even first period. Actually, it was a 1-point lead at half-time, wasn't it? So Brazil have won the second and third periods by 1 point each. Great for television, great for the spectators here in the city of Ambato. A close game in the gold medal game of the South American Championships for women. How did that go in? sideways fade shot. Jackie Silvestre, her 4th three-pointer. Silvestre now has 15 points. 12 of them from behind the arc. Nascimento, another three-point shooter. She has 6 points. All of them from behind the arc. Dos Santos, look at this lovely pull-up jump shot. Beautiful. And the three-pointer from the corner. And she loved that. A lovely pass there from Greta. And a turnaround lefty from Ornella Santana. We have a 2-point lead for Brazil with 1 period of play to go. Unless, of course, we have you-know-what overtime. We've had 1 overtime today already, in which the home side, or the host nation, Ecuador, beat Paraguay 61-58. Do we have another overtime on our hands? Jackie Silvestre, leading scorer. Dos Santos, leading rebounder. Both for Brazil. But Melissa Greta, she's 1 point better than Silvestre on 16 points, and she's close to a double-double on 8 rebounds. And she stands at a mere 160. And here she is about to receive the pass. There's Joyce Kaloa in close attention. Very close. The 4th period of the gold medal game. And that was always going to miss. And there's a foul on the play. And Nascimento there didn't like the close attention. Tatiana. That's how to crash the boards. But that's not how to foul when you haven't got the rebound. Silvestre. That's open, the three-pointer. And a huge rebound for Argentina. Greta down the floor quickly. The pick is set and used. The foul, Silvestre. Well, she was beaten for speed. So Silvestre picks up her 3rd foul, number 9 for Brazil. Somewhat pained expression on her face. This to tie, or this one rather. It's a 1-point game now. 8 for Argentina. Andrea Boquet, 29 points in the semi-final. Only 4 today so far. And she fails to tie the scores, and that came off a Brazilian head, I think. Argentina with possession. New shot clock for them. Another rebound for Argentina. Brazil getting a little ragged on their own glass. The foul. It's Dos Santos. Well drawn again, superbly drawn in fact, by Melissa Greta. And the behind the back pass, such confidence. Dos Santos, 3rd foul. That's trouble for Brazil. There's a foul to stop the break by Paula Raggiado. Good defense from Dos Santos. Remember, she's just picked up her 3rd foul. Not prepared to reach, not frightened to reach in there. Dos Santos on the high post. Well, the giveaway. Here goes Greta. The three-pointer is in, and Argentina take the lead. Raggiado, who's just fouled about 20 seconds before that. Timeout, Brazil. Another assist for Greta. She waits for the trailing player. There she is. Bang. Argentina lead by 2. Greta now, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, stats index of 18. That's the best statistical index of the game so far.
Com essa cara que vocês estão, gente, vocês estão muito em cima. Vocês estão muito em cima. Vocês estão muito Fábio, nós estamos bom, nós vamos ganhar agora. Precisa ter, acreditar. Aí agora a menina não sabe nem
I just love the way Clarissa Dos Santos there listens to the coach, agrees with everything he says. She's a coach's dream. And then she'll go out and she'll do exactly 100% what he told her to do. Silvestre will inbound for Brazil. And some up-court pressure from Argentina, who lead by 2. There's a long, long time to go. Dos Santos rather. Nascimento. Silvestre. Offensive foul, Silvestre. That's her 4th. There she passed and just kept going. Here it is. It was something of a late call by the referee. I think he was thinking, was that a flop? No way was that a flop. That was heavy contact by the lady on your screen there, Jackie Silvestre. Her 4th foul. She comes out, annoyed with herself. Remember, Brazil have just had a timeout. Not this time. The rebound for Argentina, and they lose possession, and it's Dos Santos who grabs the loose ball. This has turned into a classic. And the rebound is for Argentina, and they escape the trap. And then play cool in the half court. Oh, and then lose the ball and regain it. Wonderful hustle. And the rebound inevitably by Dos Santos. Debra da Costa at the point for Brazil. Dos Santos is picking everybody off. Nascimento misses the 3. Wonderful boxing out by Argentina. Melissa Greta at the point, and then she passes off. And just a bit of a rest in the corner. Here she is again. Oh, risky pass. Shot clock low. Well, it's good defense from Brazil and not good recognition from Argentina. Seven for Brazil is Ribeiro. Ribeiro's had much better games in this tournament. Dos Santos pulls up and it shoots it short. Good defense from Argentina. Greta inside and outside, and then a little flip pass, and the 3-pointer misses. Both teams gone cold. As coach Christian Santander of Argentina says, let's play more disciplined offense. Oh, that's a foul, a reaching foul. And the reach-in foul by Argentina's number 5, Ornella Santana. Five and a half to go in the 4th. Nascimento. Coelho. Coelho goes inside. And the tip-in from Clarissa Dos Santos to tie things up. A double-handed tip-in. Cometh the hour, cometh the Brazilian captain, Clarissa dos Santos. And the rebound is tipped to a teammate by Brazil. Nascimento in the corner. Ribeiro. That's a good tussle inside in that paint. Shot clock low. And that's a blocking foul. The Argentinian defender got there too late. Bodies flying everywhere. Well, that's terrific initial defense. And then Nascimento, yeah, the defender was in the air and moving sideways. Nascimento on the foul line with a team level with Argentina. And the referee just calling for the floor to be dried. Tatiana Nascimento on the foul line for Brazil. She's on 6 points. This her first visit to the line tonight. Stephanie Thomas back in for Argentina. And Dos Santos, well, the crowd applauded, thinking she was going out, but no way. Brazil need the inspiration of Clarissa dos Santos on the floor, not on the bench. Paula Rigiardo comes out and puts her head in her hands. Tatiana Nascimento on the foul line to give Brazil a lead. First is good. 4.5 to go in the gold medal game. '23-year-old Tatiana Nascimento hits both foul shots. Brazil by 2. And we have a timeout called by Argentina. Wow, what a game here in Ambato in Ecuador. An enthralled crowd here. Argentina haven't scored for about 4 minutes. Melissa Greta still their leading scorer on 16 points. Remember, Argentina are having to play without one of their main threats, Gisela Vega, who tore a knee ligament in the second game of this tournament. She's heavily strapped. She's got a knee brace on. So they're doing all this, staying with Brazil without one of their leading scorers, leading rebounders as well. Their most experienced player, Gisela Vega, not taking part since the second game. And how well they've done, Argentina, but they are up against the team, or the nation rather, that has won 24 gold medals since this tournament began way back in 1946. Oh, the steal, that's sloppy play from Argentina. Remember, they've just come out of their timeout. And that's wonderful hustle by Melissa Greta. She said, no, we're going to take it back. And the rebound is Dos Santos. And she's fouled, and she celebrates. Here's that foul. Yeah, and the foul by Argentina's number 12, Sandra Pavon. And look at Dos Santos punching the air, knowing that she has been fouled. Now, there was no malice in all that footwork. She tried to keep her feet away from her opponent and then apologized. Dos Santos on the foul line. Well, she misses the first. That's a rarity. 11 points and 15 rebounds to the Brazilian captain. She misses the second as well. So the lead for Brazil stays at 2. And Brazil are hustling as though their lives depend upon it. Oh, what a hustle, what a hustle from Patricia Ribeiro. 1 second she was hustling at the point, and next in the left-hand corner. She's everywhere. And amazingly, Ribeiro has yet to score. Under 4 to go in the fourth. Oh, missed dribble. Here goes Ribeiro, and she decides to regroup in the half court. And then Brazil lose the ball as well. A catalogue of errors there. And Greta finds the open man, who's immediately marked. Greta, no three-pointer there, the rebound. Nascimento. Cool play from Nascimento. And Deborah da Costa at the point for Brazil. Such a disciplined team, Brazil, as I say that. Nascimento nearly lost it. Oh, big three. It's a 5-point lead for Brazil. Deborah da Costa from the corner. Wonderful screen from Karina da Silva. She took 2 players out with that one screen. And the rebound, Ribeiro. And pulls up the jumper and buries it. It's a 7-point lead. What a time to get your first score of the game. To give Brazil a 7-point lead. Coast to coast. From Patricia Ribeiro. Pulls up for the jumper. That's a dying art, you know, the pull-up jump shot in basketball. But not for Patricia Ribeiro. She's given Brazil a 7-point lead. Timeout Argentina. And coach Christian Santander, who's done a wonderful job in this tournament. Just remember the 4th period last night against Venezuela, which Argentina won 24-5 to register a 20-point semi-final win. And they've got to do something dramatic along those lines now to get themselves back into the game, because they trail by 7. 2.5 minutes remaining. Brazil lead Argentina by 7. The cry of Brazil goes up from a section of the crowd here in Ambato in Ecuador. Argentina will come out of their timeout with possession, trailing by 7. Jackie Silvestre back in for Brazil, number 9. Look at that, she's punching the air. Argentina can't believe that possession has been given to Brazil there. 3 turnovers by Greta. She won't like that. She's had a great game, except for those 3 giveaways. Jackie Silvestre back on those 4 fouls. Number 9 for Brazil. Good hands. And here go Argentina on the break. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there. No need to take quick threes. There's still a long time to go. 3 misses, but the rebound for Argentina. No need. There is no need to throw up prayers. There's still a long time to go. I suspect that's what Coach Christian Santander is saying. Don't have to jack up threes. Dos Santos, Brazil is the cry, again from the crowd. Well, that's an air ball. And the 3 from Ribeiro. It's a 10-point lead. Well, she went scoreless for an age. She was on the bench for an age, but Ribeiro's hit 5 in a row for Brazil, who now lead by 10. Desperate times for Argentina. And desperate defense as well from Brazil. Greta throws up a three, misses. And the rebound for Argentina. And the foul, I think, is Deborah da Costa. No, it's Ribeiro. Yeah, hugging. Technical term there. The foul was a hugging one. Timeout. I think it's Brazil. No, it's Argentina. Their second timeout in quick succession. You've got a feel for Christian Santander, coach to Argentina. He can't believe that his team now trail by 10, having led by 2. What, 2.5 minutes ago? 62 seconds. That's all that Argentina have to get themselves back into this game. The three-pointers there, the stats, 8 three-pointers for Brazil, 4 of them from Jackie Silvestre. And the most recent one from Patricia Ribeiro. There's the difference, 38% from the arc for Brazil, a mere 23% for Argentina. The difference, I think, is that all of Brazil's three-pointers have been balanced shots. A lot of the three-pointers, whether they're successful or not from Argentina, have been forced shots. Another three-pointer, another air ball. That should be it. Brazil are not going to give up a 10-point lead in 55 seconds. Well, it has been done many times, but Brazil, their pedigree has been there for all to see in the last 2 minutes or so. Some looks of desperation on the faces of the Argentinian players on the bench. Here's Dos Santos. And now Brazil will run the clock. And there's a foul by Argentina. Argentina not yet in the penalty. Look at that, double-double for Clarissa Dos Santos, the Brazilian captain. 16 points, 11 rebounds. She's averaging a double-double every game. 17 points a game, 12.8 rebounds a game. She's there or thereabouts now. The lead 11 for Brazil on their way to their 25th gold medal since this competition was inaugurated way back in 1946. So possession for Argentina, under 50 seconds remaining. And they are in need of 3 or 4 miracles. Well, there's one of them. 47 plays 55. Andrea Buchetto had a great semi-final, 29 points, but only 7 tonight. And the early foul by Argentina. They're not done yet. But the gold medal almost out of their reach. There's a 3 from Buchet. And Brazil are on the foul line. And it's Patricia Ribeiro. No, it's not my mistake. Where I'm sitting, it's Taina DePaxo who hits the first. The lead back to 9. Remember, it was 9 in the first period. But Argentina scrapped their way back. But I can't see them doing that again here. As DePaxo hits the second, it's a 10-point lead for Brazil. Argentina need a couple of quick prayers. Well, that's a 2-point attempt which misses, and the rebound for Dos Santos, and the foul by Argentina. It's been a gallant performance by Argentina, but there, the Brazilian coach, Luis Zanon, being congratulated by his assistant, Cristiano Cedra. And he knows that after this tournament, Brazil can pack the gold medal away and off they go to the World Cup in search of more medals. The lead 11. And it's all happened in the last 4 minutes of the fourth period. 2 from 2 again for Tayana Tapaxio. The rebound, inevitably, for Clarissa dos Santos. That's it. So the gold medal goes to Brazil. A gallant performance from Argentina, but congratulations to Brazil. "25 golds now, 5 silvers and 2 bronzes to Brazil. 1 gold, 15 silvers now to Argentina and 7 bronzes. And remember earlier on, Venezuela went onto the podium for their 3rd bronze in this tournament. But Brazil have beaten Argentina by 12. It didn't seem for many minutes in that game that it was going to be a double-digit lead or a double-digit margin, but look at that, 17-7 in the fourth period. Argentina were outscored, outplayed really in the last 4 or 5 minutes, and a deserved 25th gold medal for Brazil in the South American Championships for women. It'll be a very, very happy Brazilian team heading for Turkey. They've got a few more friendlies, or a few friendlies coming up rather, on their way to Turkey, but they'll go to Turkey and may even have Erika de Souza to join them. They'll be very happy if that happens. And this lady, Patricia Ribeiro, pulled out that jump shot. She hit 5 points without reply, having had a scoreless rest of the game, but those 5 points absolutely crucial. Rebounds, Brazil just about won the battle of the boards. They gave the ball away 5 times more than Argentina. Jackie Silvestre, 15 points, 12 of them from the arc. And Dos Santos, Clarissa Dos Santos, well, she finished on 11 points, but 18 rebounds. Again, give credit to Melissa Greta, the number 11 of Argentina. Finished with 16 points. She was the game's leading scorer. But just as in the bronze medal game, the leading scorer in the game was on the losing side. Congratulations to Brazil. They will head for the locker room for a quick wash down, and then we'll see them on the podium. With 11 seconds to go in regulation, they knew they'd done enough, and it is Brazil who have beaten Argentina for the gold medal. Final score, Brazil 59, Argentina 47. Melissa Greta there, very close to a double-double as well. Remember, standing at 1.60 m, 160. Greta 16 points and 9 rebounds. She also dished 5 assists. Let me see if I can drag up her statistical index. 18. Only Dos Santos was better, statistically speaking. She had a stats index of 19 with 11 points, 18 rebounds, and 4 steals. Both teams, of course, next year will go to the FIBA Americas, along with Chile and Venezuela, in an attempt to get to the 2016 Olympic Games. Of course, Brazil already there. I wonder whether that puts the 5th place team here in with a chance. I'll have to check on that one. And of course, the top 3 teams here, Brazil, Argentina and Venezuela will go to next year's Pan American Games, also in Canada. Well, good to see that the presentation ceremony has been organised very, very quickly. And the presentation party ready, willing and able to make the presentations.
En los 3 primeros lugares en el torneo sudamericano como sede, Ambato, Ecuador. Recibimos a la delegación de Venezuela.
So Venezuela come out to receive their bronze medals. Only the third medal in their history, they've all been bronze.
A la delegación de Venezuela. A continuación, recibimos en el campo de juego, donde lucharon justamente para conseguir esta ubicación, en el segundo lugar, subcampeón del torneo sudamericano, Argentina.
And Argentina will come out to receive their silver medals. Their 23rd medal in all over the years. 15 of them silver, 1 gold.
Excelente compromiso que observamos en la final, Argentina con Brasil. Y ahora recibimos al mejor, al campeón del torneo sudamericano, Brasil.
And Brazil, they come out to receive their 32nd medal since this tournament began way back in 1946. 25 of them gold medals.
Invitamos al equipo de Venezuela, por favor, 2 pasitos al frente, 2 pasos al frente, al equipo venezolano que se ubicó en el tercer lugar. Invitamos a los señores Javier Ceballos Ramírez, presidente del Club CKT de la ciudad de Ambato, y al señor Carlos Barbosa, instructor de Abasu, para que nos colabore con la premiación al tercer lugar. El señor Javier Ceballos, presidente del Club CKT, hace la entrega de las medallas de bronce al tercer lugar. Con el número 4, Cintia Polanco. Con el número 5, Roseli Silva. Con el número 6, Josimar Corrales. Con el número 7, Irene Chazón. Con el número 8, Ivaney Márquez. Con el número 9, Daniela Palen. Con el número 10, Luciana Ortega. Con el número 11, Mariana Turane. Con el número 12, Kleider Blanco. Con el número 13, Edicia Blanco. Con el número 14, Valencia Pérez. Y con el número 15, Ciuli Marcano. Director técnico del equipo, el señor Oscar Silva. Están premiando los señores Javier Ceballos Ramírez, presidente del Club Zacate, y el señor Carlos Barbosa, instructor de Abasu. Recibiendo a las jugadoras la medalla de bronce, tercer lugar en el torneo sudamericano. Y enseguida, ahí está el premio, un hermoso trofeo para el tercer lugar. Venezuela. Hace la entrega el señor Carlos Barbosa. Recibe la capitana de la selección de Venezuela. Invitamos al equipo de Argentina, 2 pasitos al frente, por favor, para inmediatamente proceder a la entrega también de su reconocimiento al esfuerzo realizado en este torneo sudamericano. Van a hacer la entrega de las medallas y del trofeo el señor José Daniel Gómez, presidente ejecutivo de DirecTV de Ecuador, y el señor Ángel Cisalema, presidente de la Federación Deportiva de Tungurahua. Hacemos la entrega entonces, las medallas de plata para Argentina. Con el número 4, Macarena Rosed. Con el número 5, Ornelia Santana. Con el número 6, Paula Alejandra Reyardo. Con el número 7, Natasha David. Con el número 8, Andrea Buquete. Con el número 9, Nadia Flores. Con el número 10, Agostina Paola Durani. Con el número 11, Melissa Paola Greter. Con el número 12, Sandra Carolina Pavón. Con el número 13, Nachata Estefanía Pérez. Con el número 14, Stephanie Tomás Díaz. Con el número 15, Gisela Verónica Vega. Director técnico del equipo argentino, subcampeón del torneo, Cristian Alberto Santander. El señor José Daniel Gómez va a proceder a la entrega del trofeo al segundo lugar, subcampeón del torneo sudamericano, Argentina. Felicitaciones, gracias por los aplausos para el equipo subcampeón. A continuación, vamos a proceder a la premiación a la mejor anotadora del torneo. Mejor anotadora del torneo pertenece al equipo de Chile, Samara Morrison. Le invitamos a Samara entonces para que reciba el trofeo para la mejor encestadora. Invitamos al doctor
MVP
Loaiza
Samara Morrison
para que realice la entrega
had a wonderful
del trofeo
tournament, double-double in every
a
game.
Samara Morrison de
Almost
Chile.
unstoppable for Chile.
En representación del Ministerio del Deporte, el doctor Esteban Loaiza. Inmediatamente procedemos a la entrega del trofeo a la mejor triplista del torneo. Va a ser la entrega también el doctor Esteban Loaiza, representante del Ministerio del Deporte. Pertenece al equipo de Chile, Bárbara Cousiño. El aplauso del público presente, la mejor triplista del torneo. Muy bien, ya está aquí. Recibe el trofeo. Felicitaciones y el aplauso del público. Excelente jugadora de Chile. Y a continuación se va a premiar con el trofeo a la mejor jugadora del torneo sudamericano 2014 con sede en Ambato, Ecuador. Va a ser la entrega del trofeo el señor Pedro Raga, director técnico de Abasu. Y la mejor jugadora del torneo, representando al equipo de Brasil, Clarisa dos Santos.
Richly deserved award for Clarissa dos Santos, captain of Brazil.
Felicitaciones a la deportista de Brasil. Invitamos a las jugadoras de Brasil, 2 pasitos al frente. Al equipo de Brasil, 2 pasitos al frente. Van a hacer la entrega los señores Pedro Raga.
So to remind you that Brazil have beaten Argentina in the gold medal game of the South American Basketball Championships for women. They won the final 59-47.
Se procede entonces a la entrega de las medallas de oro al campeón Brasil. Con el número 4, Karina dos Santos. Con el número 5, Débora Fernández. Con el número 6, Joyce dos Santos. Con el número 7, Patricia Teixeira. Con el número 8, Taina da Paisao. Con el número 9, Jacqueline de Paula. Con el número 10, Tatiane Pacheco. Con el número 11, Clarisa dos Santos. Con el número 12, Isabela Lira. Con el número 13, Fabiana Caetano. Con el número 14, Karina da Silva. Con el número 15, Isabela Moraes. Director técnico del equipo campeón de Brasil, el señor Luis Augusto Sanón. Está realizando la entrega entonces de las medallas el señor Pedro Raga, director técnico de Abasu, y el señor José Arévalo, presidente de la Federación Ecuatoriana de Baloncesto. Y ahora sí se viene el trofeo al mejor del torneo sudamericano 2014. El señor Pedro Raga, director técnico de Abasu, hace la entrega al campeón Brasil. Fuerte el aplauso. Felicitaciones al equipo brasilero. Por favor, si nos ubicamos ahí, por favor. No nos movemos de ahí. A continuación, vamos a escuchar, y todos muy reverentes de pies, el himno nacional del equipo campeón del torneo, Brasil. Felicitaciones al equipo campeón Brasil. Y para finalizar queremos invitar para declarar clausurado el torneo sudamericano de baloncesto 2014. Invitamos al presidente de la Federación Ecuatoriana de Baloncesto, el abogado José Arévalo.
Brasil. Felicitaciones. Ambato, gracias. Esto se lo merecían ustedes. Y vienen más torneos. Gracias a Basu. Gracias al Ministerio del Deporte. Y gracias a toda la gente que ayudó a esta organización. Una vez más, Brasil, felicidades. Damos por clausurado el 34º Campeonato Sudamericano de Selecciones Femeninas. Muchas gracias.
Muy bien. Las palabras del presidente de la Federación Ecuatoriana de Baloncesto. Muy bien, queremos agradecer al público que se dio cita en estos días de baloncesto acá en el Coliseo Mayor de la ciudad de Ambato. Gracias a la Federación Ecuatoriana de Baloncesto, al gentil auspicio y al respaldo importante del Ministerio del Deporte, al comité organizador aquí en la ciudad de Ambato y la provincia de Tungurahua. Felicitaciones también y gracias a la Universidad Técnica de Ambato, a los auspiciantes DirecTV. Muchísimas gracias. Felicidades, felicitaciones también a Venezuela, Argentina y al campeón Brasil. Será hasta la próxima. Éxito a todos. Ya se viene en la Liga Ecuatoriana también.